Welcome everybody to my corner of the internet. Well, today we're going to be touching on the topic of Penny's untimely death in Volume 8 and how a lot of people didn't exactly resonate with it, partially because they felt it resembled more to a suicide than a self-sacrifice. But to me, it's actually the latter, mainly because her wanting to die didn't stem from a place of depression or seeing death as her only form of relief. While yes, she was under intense emotional stress in the Atlas arc from being vied for by Ironwood, by Salem, and being hacked by Watts, I don't think it's enough to actually change her outlook on life where she welcomed death like that. If you look back to Volume 8, the times where she actually approached death as an option. Well, in Volume 8, Episode 1, where she first offered to take the lamp, well, not the lamp, but she offered to take the staff to Salem to maybe have a coffee attack, which, side note, I think would have actually worked if Penny took the staff to Salem and said, hey, here you go, it's yours, leave Alice alone. I think she would have done that. Because Salem seems like that kind of person to where she said never underestimate the usefulness of others. And even in Volume 7, she was like, hey, Ironwood, give me the staff, we're good. I truly believe she would have left Alice alone. Yes, Penny would have been dead. Cinder would have got the Maiden Powers, but I feel like Alice still would have been standing if that happened. Okay, side note over. The second time when she pretty much offered up her life was in Volume 8, Episode 5, when she went to go hold Amity up to get the relay message out. Third time, Volume 8, Chapter 11, when she asked Ruby to kill herself while fighting off the virus. Not kill Ruby, but kill Penny. Then last time, Volume 8, Episode 14, when she asked Jean to, you know, stab him. Stab him, you know. We know about that. But the thing is, in every instance where that happened, Penny, what, what was going through her head was what can I do to protect my friends, to protect the people of Atlas? And she could do a lot as the Winter Maiden, and being the Winter Maiden, being the one who can open the vault, and as well as having the power that Cinder was after, she could do a lot. She could offer a lot, and her life meant so much. So that's why she would always thinking like what can I do to help my friends? Which, sadly enough, meant putting herself in so much danger. You know. I know another criticism that comes from saying Penny's death isn't as good is saying there's no real agency to her, well, to her wanting to die in the finale. But to me, that's also wrong because her agency stems from not wanting Cinder to get the maiden power. I mean, at that point, she has the lamp. I'm I don't remember if she has the staff in hand at that point, but ultimately she does also end up with the staff as well. So Penny's like, hey, I can't let her get the maiden powers as well because that is her job as the Winter Maiden. At that point, she suffered a fatal wound, and at that point, in her mind, it's I have to secure this power, which means I have to die so I can give it to somebody else. Because if you go back and watch the scene, she's fatally wounded, being killed by Jean. Weiss is fighting Cinder, but she's not gonna last long. And if Cinder deals with her, she'll deal with Jean, and then Penny is right there, ripe for the picking, to get her to get her power took. And at that point, I don't know what much could stop Cinder besides a blast from Silver Eyes, because Cinder's a pretty formidable opponent. I know, I know people like to give her crap, but she's a good fighter, which she wants to be, even though writing lets her be. So having to deal with a double maiden could be a very real problem. And to kind of match this, I will, you know, I like to go back to what Maria said, that the ideals of what a huntress or huntsman should be, and that was that they should protect people to the bitter end. And I believe that's what Penny did. She knew her life was over, so she figured what's the best way to to protect people, to protect my friends, and that was to get this power out of fear in somebody's capable hands, to where they could then either intervene with the fight, or to where Cinder would just mess off and go find the power, which is what she did. So I think that Penny's death or self-sacrifice was well warranted, even though how sad it may be. I mean, no matter where you land on this topic, for me at least, Penny and the Atlas arc was wonderful. I mean, but before, she was mainly just, to me at least, she was just a quirky girl with some funny and quotable lines. With her death in Volume 3, I mean, to me, that was more shock value. I was like, oh, we're killing people now. Hmm, weird. And Pila's death was the more emotional kill. But in Volume 7 and 8, I fell in love with Penny. It turned into someone who I care about, someone who I was sad to see go, someone who I was happy with. Was just watching her if she was on screen. And to quote Penny, it gave me personal feelings. I was just sad to see her go out like that, and it was, oh, it was terrible. Like, I was messed up for the rest of that day. Whew. I'm not ready for Volume 9. But either way, if this, well, it should be her last time coming back. I know a lot of people think in Volume 9 we're gonna get like some ghost of some kind. That's fine. But either way, like, Penny should not be alive anymore. Let her rest. It's over. I think this was a good end for her. And that's pretty much it. Let me know down in the comments what you think. If you agree that it was actually a self-sacrifice, if you didn't like how she died, it's an open discussion. Just be respectful to everybody involved, the other commenters, the writers, the voice actors, whoever. We just here to have fun, okay? See you in the next one.